All right, y'all, we're gonna do something a little different today. I'm feeling a little awkward here. So starting in 2021, on Sundays, I'm gonna start trying to post a video every week where I just sort of tell you a little bit more about myself. Perhaps I do a Q&A, or it's gonna be like a story time where I share with you a story about my life that a little more in depth than rather than just seeing it in one of my other videos. Given that it's 2021, many people have set new intentions for the coming year. And with intentions comes roadblocks and things that are gonna make us take pause and feel like maybe we're going in the wrong direction. Or, you know what, we feel like, oh, well, maybe I can settle with this when really we don't want to settle. So I want to share with you the story about how I came to have this apartment that I have right now. So I was in my relationship and my partner, she chose to end the relationship. And it was something that really caught me off guard. I didn't have any money in savings. And my credit was really bad at the time because I had a student loan that I was working through a default in, and so my credit was horrible. So here I was sitting in this apartment realizing that, everything in the apartment was stuff that was not mine. And I realized I was gonna have to completely start my life over. And I remember on my birthday, August 29th, it was the last day I could stay in that apartment. And I had no place to live. I was gonna go stay with my friend and stay on his couch while I was looking for an apartment. And I remember putting all of my stuff into storage on my birthday. like being like, you know what? I'm really okay with pretending like it is not my birthday today. I'll accept the fact that I'm 36, but let's just pretend that this year didn't happen, like this birthday didn't happen. So then I go and I live on I'm staying on my friend's couch while I'm looking for an apartment. So the first thing that happened was I didn't have any money in savings, and there was this really wealthy man that came into the restaurant that I worked at. And there were different things that happened, and at the end of the night, he tipped me and I made almost $1,500, which is extremely rare. It was a crazy, crazy night. But that was the money I needed to start to look for an apartment. So then I'm looking for an apartment, and I had a general list of what I was wanting. I wanted, a place that had light and a parking lot. In LA, it's hard to find what you want in LA. LA apartment hunting is tough. And I had a general list of what I wanted. And, I would go to places and they would literally laugh at me when I told them what I wanted, the price that I wanted it at, and especially when I told them that I had bad credit. And so I was looking for an apartment. In the meantime, I was so depressed about my breakup. I had some people telling me, maybe you should just go get a roommate and just get a room for now. And I was fortunate enough to have the privilege of having a place that I could stay while I was looking. So on that level, I have to acknowledge I didn't have to settle. But I think an important thing too is to recognize that we're allowed to accept help when people offer it. I think there's a lot of times we feel like we have to do it on our own. And the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that by accepting help from someone else, I'm also giving them the joy of knowing that they've helped someone. So I'm looking for an apartment, and I go and I look at this one place. And it had everything that I wanted and more. And the price was extremely reasonable. It had hardwood floors. It was a 1-bedroom. There was a separate room for an office that I knew that I could use for making YouTube videos. It had a backyard, a parking space, an eat-in kitchen. Everything that I was looking for in an apartment, awesome lighting and windows. And I said to the woman, I really love this place and I'm gonna put in an application for it. And I also included a letter explaining why my credit was bad, and I explained to her how responsible I am. I explained to her that I wanted to live in this part of town because it was near my recovery community. And I saw other people coming in to look at the place who I'm sure had better credit than me and everything. And so I just chose to let it go. And then I was talking to some of my friends. They were kind of doing like this action group with me, helping me come up with plans in order to try to find an apartment because I just wasn't finding a place. I felt like I was never going to find a place. And I was seriously getting laughed at by people for what I was looking for in an apartment. And I remember looking at this studio, and my mom even said to me, she goes, Matt, just take it. They're willing to rent to you, just take it. And I was like, Mom, I can't do that. And so my friend said, Matt, sit down and write a detailed list of what you want in an apartment. Write a very detailed list, exactly what you want. like, all right. And I hemmed and hawed and I didn't do it. And then one day I sat down because I was just getting so desperate, and I wrote a detailed list about what I wanted in an apartment. And I was like, God, everything I want in an apartment is that place that I put in that application for. And I was just like, that's what I want. I want that apartment, and that apartment that I applied for. I kid you not, within an hour of me finishing that list, the woman calls me and tells me that the apartment was mine. But what I want to share is the lessons that I learned from it, because it's not about what I got, it's about what I learned in that process. I've learned that it's okay not to settle. It's okay to trust your intuition. It's okay to accept help. And it's okay to want to set yourself up for success, even when you feel like you're at your farthest down. You know what? This is just one example with an apartment. And these examples don't have to be that big. I definitely think the law of attraction played a part in it. I was so clear about what I wanted that, the universe brought it into my life. But at the end of the day, the responsibility comes down with me being clear about what I want. Because if I'm clear about what I want, then I'm clear about what I don't want. And whether it was this apartment or another apartment, being that clear would let me know what my red flags would be. It lets me know what I'm willing to settle with and what I'm not willing to settle with. And this apartment's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. I think sometimes we underestimate these stories that we have in our life, when the reality is it's these little experiences we have that teach us about ourselves and how the world operates and how we want to operate in it. Hope this video helps you guys a little bit. This is a little bit more about me. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And also in the comments below, tell me a story that you have where you chose not to settle. Or if you have any ideas for any future stories that you'd like me to share with you for Sundays, let me know and I'll try to come up with some cool ideas for y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.